These are the best Forex brokers in Canada in 2024. I'm Noah.
And I'm Justin. We've been comparing Forex brokers for over 10 years now, and we've looked at the latest in Forex trading and CFD trends.
In this video, we're going to uncover the best Forex brokers in Canada in 2024. But before we do that, there's a broker that we're going to divulge at the end of this video that we found to have really low spreads and some of the best range of markets of any broker that we've seen in Canada. Please stay tuned for the end of the video. All right, let's get into it, Justin. So 2024, Canada, we've been, I think, reviewing brokers in Canada now for about 3 or 4 years. The list has changed quite a bit. There was a big change last year in terms of regulation in Canada. They changed the name of the regulator from the
IIROC to CIRO.
To CIRO, correct. So let's talk about the Canadian market and then let's talk about who we ranked at number 1.
So first of all, something that's different about our comparison versus other ones that you may see is we only look at the regulated brokers, okay? And then when we look at unregulated, we put them into a separate category. So that's really important because primarily your first decision you should make when looking at a broker is, are they regulated and are they regulated in my region? So we recommend Canadian traders go with CIRO. Then we look at things like the spreads, trading platforms, customer service. We actually have our own accounts opened with each of these brokers, as does Tegan, as does Dave, as does Ross. So we opened them all up to really test them. And then we actually did some bot testing. So Ross has an IT background, he's head of research, and he's looked at things like execution speeds. So obviously for stuff like slippage, you really want to have a broker that's fast with a good technology stack. We've looked at that, look at our methodology. We tested spreads ourselves. So we did look at what the brokers published, and we'll be talking about that today, but we actually tested this ourselves just to make sure, keep the brokers honest, and these types of elements. So this is what we looked at, and that's how we determined our final list.
Okay, so with that being said, who do we recommend as the number 1 broker in Canada in 2024?
Okay, so we recommended the broker that everyone's heard of, and that's Oanda. So Oanda is the most trusted broker worldwide. Of course, they have CIRO regulation, but they have regulation in the US, in the UK, Australia, all through Asia, all through Europe. So you can trust them, and I know that's very important for a lot of our traders out there. Secondly, they have some of the lowest spreads for a standard account. That's a no commission account. So we certainly know that a lot of people they want to know when they trade, what are the overall costs and what are their overall positions. So the spread's a bit high because there's no commission, so it's baked into the spread. This is really suitable for beginner to intermediate. They offer a wide range of trading platforms. Personally, I prefer the Oanda platform. Has a bit more features than like their MT4 or MT5 stack. It's personal preference. Customer service, that's probably where they win. Easily the best customer service. Look, we opened accounts. You always experience problems when opening and when trading. That's just how life is. But we found that Oanda is seamless. They have really good live, we do a lot of live chat. They're straight away there. They know what they're doing. We had a lot of problems with other brokers. We're not going to go into that today. So it's that, and then the execution speed's fast. So we're really looking at an all-round package, and we really strongly recommend them for, as I said, that beginner to intermediate level is their sweet spot.
Okay, so that was Oanda at number 1. At number 2, who do we rank?
Okay, so it's Forex.com. So once again, a very well-known broker worldwide, obviously has CIRO regulation, but we like it for their raw account. So I just discussed how Oanda is really good for the standard account. For the raw account, that is a spread plus commission account. We found them to be one of the cheapest in Canada. So trading costs are important, obviously, to a trader, and for someone that's doing high frequency trading with automation, they have some of the lowest overall trading costs. And they have some, the mainstream platforms, as I said, they have their own. So they have a good range of trading platforms. And I just think that the trading platform experience, customer service is quite good, but it's really about the fact that they have low trading fees. That's why I like Forex.com.
Okay. And then number 3, who do we recommend at number 3 in Canada?
We're actually going for 3 very well-known brokers now that I realize it. It is CMC Markets. Once again, I know these are all large brokers. We do recommend smaller brokers for different niches, and we'll talk about that later. But CMC Markets, once again, one of the oldest, most trusted brokers. But why we like them is actually for their trading platform on mobile. So Noam and I are different types of traders. I'm a desktop trader. That's who I am. I think that if I'm trading the markets, I need a full focus and I need big screens, etc. Noam's the opposite. Noam likes to trade on his mobile. He's always on the go. I'm always in front of my computer. He's not. So he's an iPhone user, and generally he trades on his on the iPhone on a regular basis. And their next generation trading platform is seamless, whether it's on an Android, such as my Samsung, iPhone, even the iPad. Oh, no, I can see right now is bringing up.
I'm just bringing up my
his position. So
I'm bringing up my CMC.
So as you can see, yeah, we practice what we preach. So Noam, we've got accounts open with them all. We don't keep on trading with them all, but certainly Noam straight away worked out that the experience on mobile is seamless. The apps are really flawless. They don't update too often. I hate it when they keep on updating, and they're fast. So nothing's worse than when you've got all these features on the desktop and all these markets, and they're completely different on your app. So they've done a really good job. It's their own software, so you can only trade this software with CMC. So if you're on the go, if you're not planning to use a desktop, CMC is worth considering.
Yeah, and look, you can take it from us. I mean, I actually do use the CMC platform. I like the mobile trading app. I've been using CMC for quite a while now, mainly to trade Australian shares, but I use the CMC platform on my mobile phone. And compared to some of the other mobile trading apps, I definitely find CMC as the pick of the bunch. Okay, so let me just summarize what Justin's mentioned, because there's a bit of content to digest. So let's just go over it very, very quickly. So at number 3, we recommended CMC Markets as the best broker in Canada for mobile.
For the trading apps. So as I said, they've got the iPhone, they've got the Android, and they've also got for the iPad as well. So whichever, if that's the devices you're going to use, you might consider CMC Markets. Okay,
at number 2, we went with Forex.com. Again, huge company, household name, been around forever and a day.
Yep.
We really like their raw account.
We thought spread plus commission account, that generally has the lowest trading costs of the accounts on the market. And yeah, they're just an accountable company that keeps trading costs low.
And geared towards, obviously, more advanced traders based in Canada. And then number 1 was that we recommended in Canada in 2024 was Oanda, and that was because of their standard account. We found that the spreads on their standard account were the cheapest around, and of course they have all these other features which Justin will touch on in a couple of sentences.
So it's a trading platform. Remember I said I like the Oanda trading platform. It has advanced features, and it's more geared towards that beginner to intermediate level. So that whole level, they do a great job. They've got the best customer service that's actually voted by people. So it's that overall package, for people that want that medium and they want a standard account. If the standard account is what you're looking for, Oanda is a no-brainer.
Okay. Thanks, Justin. At the start of the video, we mentioned that we were going to divulge a broker in Canada that we found one of the cheapest and boasted a really huge range of markets. Who was that broker?
So that broker is FP Markets. So straight away, FP Markets is not CIRO regulated. They are regulated in Europe and they're regulated in Australia. So they do have T1 regulation and they can be trusted. Now, if you're willing to look at an offshore broker, well then their spreads are some of the lowest on the market. So for example, the Canadian versus Canadian USD Forex pair, that's 0.3 average pips. Okay, so that is clearly one of the lowest on the markets. Another good example of something that's traded very frequently in Canada is gold. So gold, what's the spread? It is 0.
Okay.
So once again, it's so traded. They have such high frequency that they actually say that often it is 0 pips. Now, of course, there's going to be times that it isn't, but that's what's advertised. So look, they've got a wide range of markets. They do a lot more exotics, whether it's currencies, whether it's precious metals, whether it's shares that you're not going to see on the other brokers. The fees are higher. You know, that's how it works. The most common areas is going to have the lowest fees, more exotics are going to have the highest. But if you're looking to do a real range of markets, if you're looking for really, if spreads is your objective on this type of ECN account, well, that's when we said FP Markets. If you're looking for that ECN experience, FP Markets, if you're willing to look offshore, is our choice.
Okay. Guys, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe to our channel so that you guys can help us get our content out in front of more people. And if you have any questions or suggestions around video content that you'd like Justin and I to create in 2024 to help you on your trading journey, please don't hesitate to let us know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, we just shot the Best Forex Brokers Canada for 2024 video. In that video, we touched on brokers that had some of the lowest commissions around. That's Canadian specific. If you're looking for the cheapest commission or lowest commission brokers in the world in 2024, have a look at this video here where Justin and I detail every single one. Thanks for watching.